to Bob's Little Sports Shop. Today we have an exciting video. We're going to be talking about one new carbine from Ruger, as well as a pistol that they've had out for a couple of years now. The first one is the Ruger 5.7, the pistol, 5.7x28 semi-automatic pistol. The next one that we're going to be talking about, the new one, is the Ruger LC Carbine. So that's their new 5.7 carbine rifle. So we're just unbox these guys real quick, show you what they come with. This is the 5.7 pistol. Both of these are the state compliant models, so they have the 10-round mags. So that's your 5.7. It's got an adjustable target sight in the back, as well as the fiber optic steel sight up front. Ambidextrous safety. These are the 10-round mags. In any other state that doesn't have mag restrictions, this would be a 20-round mag. So 10-round magazine in this guy. It does have the pick rail underneath, so if you want to add accessories to it, you can, as well as the slide stop being just on the right-handed shooter's side. So that's a quick rundown of the pistol. We'll shoot these and then we'll do a little more disassembly and stuff like that. But that's the 5.7 pistol. Now, what we're really excited about is the Ruger LC Carbine. So this is the LC Carbine. This guy. This is the LC Carbine. So that is a 5.7 carbine. This one comes with the one magazine, so that's a regular 5.7 magazine, the same magazine that's in the pistol. So we can use the same mags that we have in our pistol as in our carbine as well. The neat thing about this, a couple neat things about this. One, it's a lightweight 5.7 carbine, 5.7x28, that's not $2,000. So a P90, PS90, they're going to come in at that $1,500 to $2,000 price point, depending on which model you go with. This is going to come in sub $1,000. So it's very similar as far as the grip goes to the 5.7. If we look at these side by side, they're basically the same grip. So what they're using is the same grip that's on the 5.7 pistol, and they're using, or a very similar grip. They're using the same magazines. A couple things on controls on this. This is a state compliant model, so this does not have the folding and collapsing stock. This is fixed stock. Safety on this is ambidextrous, just like the 5.7 pistol. So we have our safety right here. It's this 1911 style bar. That's also on the other side. Magazine release is a little bit different than what you'll see on most semi-automatic carbines. Instead of having a button that pushes in like on an AR, this one actually pushes down. So we push this straight down, magazine drops free. So that's a kind of a neat little feature there. We'll see how we do when we shoot it, because most buttons on magazine release buttons, you push them in, or you have a little tab, but that's got the push down button. It does have a non-restricted sergeant handle there, and your bolt release is right here. So you can engage your safety, release your bolt, all right there with your thumb. So you have all your controls nice and tight in one area. A couple other things to point out on this: you do have your quick detach built right into the back of the receiver here, so we can put our sling into that and then run it on a single point sling. It is on both sides, so if you're left-handed, you can switch it over. We have a full Picatinny rail that goes all the way down the gun here. It comes with Ruger's rapid deploy flip-up sights, and also has M-lock spots here. So we have M-lock on the right, left, and the bottom. So this is the state compliant model, so it does not have the threaded barrel, but the standard models do have a threaded barrel. That's pretty much it here. We're going to do some shooting with these guys. All right, so this is the 5.7 pistol. We're going to take a couple shots with it. We're about 10 yards from the target now. One thing I forgot to mention earlier, this is red dot ready. So the 5.7 pistol, it has these two little set screws here that are in the top of the slide there. They can be removed, and a red dot can be mounted with a plate, can be mounted on top of this pistol. So it is a red dot ready pistol, which is very popular today. But we have our ammo here. We have some this is Federal American Eagle, 40 grain, target ammo, 5.7 by 28. So we have some mags loaded up with this stuff. We're going to do some shooting. So let's put our eyes and ears on here. Okay. So that was 20 rounds. I haven't had enough coffee yet this morning, so I'm shooting low. But, I mean, it's a nice little hole. There's no recoil, it's crazy. Like, 5.7 is such an incredible round. It's going so fast, and there's no recoil. I'm gonna try to slow down and hit the aim for that top little circle there. That shoots really nice. There's like no recoil, it is crazy. We're gonna load up here, we'll switch over to the carbine and see what that guy does. All right, so now we have the Ruger LC Carbine. We're gonna take some shots with this guy. I have 30 rounds loaded up and we'll see what it does. All right, that shoots very nice. That was shooting relatively fast, and like I said, that's only at about 10 yards, but it's pretty cool. The one thing that's going to definitely take a little bit to get used to is the mag release, being that it goes in the downward position. So as soon as that first mag went, I went to push the button in, like you would do on pistol, push that in and to drop it, and it didn't drop. So you have to make sure you push down. But it definitely has a very nice carbine. All right, I'm going to load up again and we'll do some more. Okay, we just fired 40 rounds. The first target on the right there is the 5.7 pistol, and then on the left we have the 5.7 carbine. We got about 30 more rounds here. We're gonna shoot a couple of those pumpkins that are on the target there. So it groups real nice. I mean, that's a pretty tight group. It's freehand. We're gonna move, I think we're gonna move back, and we'll shoot from a little further back at this target here. We'll aim, maybe I'll aim at the top here, because 10 yards is not doing it justice. So that was iron sights from about 20 yards. Cool. So we just shot the Ruger 5.7 pistol, this guy here, and we shot the Ruger LC Carbine. Both are incredible. The carbine, this was our first time actually handling one and shooting it, and I'm very impressed. I might actually have to add this one to my personal collection. As far as price point goes on these, the LC Carbine is coming in at that, like Ruger's MSRP is $979. More than likely, these are gonna fall in that $800 range. Ruger usually has better pricing than their MSRP. The 5.7 comes in at $869, and that one, same thing, is gonna be around that $750 price point that you're gonna find at your local gun shops. As far as our range program here, which we talked about in a different video with the Ruger LCP Maxes, this 5.7 is on our range program, so if you are coming to the shop and you want to rent this gun and shoot this on the range, this one is available on the range program. The LC Carbine is not on the range program yet. This was just released, but this one will hopefully have these in the store for purchase. Couple takeaway points from this. This is very accurate. I really like shooting this gun. When we pushed it back to 25, obviously iron sights are a little hard to see, especially on a black target, on a black range. But a red dot on this gun would make this gun very easy. It'd be very easy to pick out that dot and be accurate with it. As far as the mag release I mentioned earlier, the mag release dropping straight down, it is going to take some getting used to, but it actually feels real, once you get the hang of it, it feels really natural to put the mag in. When your slide locks back, it just drops it, and it drops free real fast, and you don't have to be ripping it out of the gun or anything like that. The downside that I can see for this with loading is the fact that this is not really that flared at all. So coming in, if you don't get it just right, it's going to be tricky sometimes to get the mag in actually in the gun. But that's where the training comes in. Whatever gun you have, make sure you train with it and are proficient with it. The controls too I really like how they're all right here. So you have bolt release is right there. So when I'm ready to send a round home, push that down and it's good to go. Safety right there. It's all within my thumb's reach. And that's a really nice feature, I think, in my opinion. Like I said, safety on the other side, so if you do want to come back with if you're right-handed, you want to come back with your trigger finger and activate that, you can. It does have the ability to just use the charging handle chamber. So we put our mag in, grab the charging handle, kick straight back, and release. And we have a round chambered. We are going to put some more rounds down range with this gun. We'll probably end up putting a red dot on it and get some rounds. That was the only thing, we only put like 50 rounds through it. Other thing I didn't mention earlier is it does have that spiral fluted barrel in there. It's kind of hard to see in the rail, but spiral fluted barrel, one, it reduces the weight a little bit, and two, it helps dissipate the heat. So that's a nice feature. So, very impressed with this carbine overall. As far as the trigger goes on it, the trigger's a little interesting. It's not like a hard reset like what you would feel on an AR or even a Glock when you squeeze the trigger, and you hit that wall and it fires, and then when you release, you feel that crisp, clean reset. You don't really feel that on this. We'll dry fire this here. When we come down, we do have that trigger safety built in there. It's on the pistols as well. So we come down, there's our wall. We pull a little bit more, keep pulling through that wall, and then it breaks. So it's not a solid wall that you hit. Come down, and then it's kind of like mush and breaks. So that would take a little bit of getting used to. As far as the reset goes, when we're all the way down and then we're releasing here, there's our reset. So it does have a little bit of a, there it is. But it's definitely, it's got some mush in there. But I'm sure that somebody's gonna come out with a trigger for this. But the trigger's it's not terrible. It just isn't like traditional, what you would feel on like an AR or something, where you have that crisp, clean break. Yeah. So I'm impressed. We're gonna do a disassembly video of this, so we'll take it all apart and show you how to disassemble it and clean it and all that. We'll do that probably relatively soon. But I hope you enjoyed the video on some Ruger firearms that we have here, the 5.7 and the LC Carbine. Definitely come in and check these out. They're very cool, and 5.7 is a blast to shoot. Thanks for watching the video today. If you liked it, hit the like button, share it with your friends, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and let us know in the comment section if there's any new guns out there that you want to see. Getting them in our hands is the tricky part, especially now with the firearms industry still being very difficult to get guns, especially new guns. But if there's something you want to see, definitely let us know, and we'll do our best to get it in here and do some shooting with it. Thanks.